Hi, welcome to Behind the Bling. Today we are going to chat with Mr. Varghese Alukas, who is the Managing Director of Jos Alukkas Jewelry, India's leading retail chain store brand. Hello, Mr. Varghese. How are you?
All good. Hi, Loni.
Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Yeah.
And now, first things first, we would like to know a little bit about your personal journey, about how you came into the jewelry business yourself. We know that your family is a legacy jeweler from Kerala. So, how was your personal journey like?
So I got into this jewelry business once I did my schooling. I did my schooling in Tamil Nadu in Mount Fort School, Salem, and later on my plus two in Madras Christian College. And after that, as a family jeweler, most of us came into the business because we all family members were into the business. So from very young age, if I say from year 1993, once I finished my studies, for last 30 years, maybe 94, I've joined the business.
Wow.
Coming into the store, helping my dad and uncles. So they were all 5 brothers, like my father and brothers. So they were looking after the business. In those days, the jewelry was started as of my grandfather from 1964. And in those years, it was 2-3 jewelries we had in Kerala and few stores in Middle East. So it was a family business with father and brothers. So
It was a joint business.
It was joint business with father and brothers. It was started by my grandfather, who is also the name of Varghese Alukas. So I get the grandfather's name. And my son get my father's name. So it's a legacy which in the name also it keeps on going. And I started from very young and 20 years into the stores. First I started in my uncle's shop in Calicut. My uncle Varghese Alukas was in that store. And I could learn how customer directly coming to the store, what is their requirement, how the purchases have been done, how the sales have been closed, how we have to manage the logistics, what payments to be done. All in those days, we don't have computers and all that.
Yeah.
So we do by ourselves. So it was a learning period, and that was a starting period from 93. And I was independently given a charge in a showroom in 1997.
Wow.
I still remember November 17th, the first store was given to me to run in a town called Perinthalmanna in Malappuram. So that was a confidence where I had taken up by myself, and that
You
journey
were so
started.
young.
Yeah, maybe before my wedding, maybe when I was around 22 in those age. And after that, I got married in 24. Then I was again, after the jewelry in Malappuram, then I was again posted in a place called Kannur. It's in northern part of Kerala. We started another jewelry in those days. And that was starting. Then later on, I was again come to Thrissur. Then I've gone to Trivandrum. Then in 2001, all the brothers got separated. So till it was known as Alluka's Jewelry, which was started from grandfather, his 5 sons. And from 2001, these brothers got separated. And this is how Jos Alukkas has come. Before it was known as Alluka's Jewelry till 2001. And each brothers has their own
brand.
identity. So I came from very young days, could learn from all my uncles, all my senior managers, how the process of buying and selling, that was a beginning of everyone who comes into the business. And later on, maybe after 2000s, the technology has come, the computer systems have come. So in 2001, once we were parted, we were with 2 jewelries in Kerala. Later on, with my father and my 2 brothers, like myself, Paul and John, we 3 brothers take care of the Jos Alukkas group from 2001, where we started with 2 stores in the year. 2001, today we are in 2025, we are around 60 stores all over South in Kerala, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Andhra and Telangana. So we are all over in the southern state. So learning from the, what do you say, from the grassroots, from the sales counter, at least 10-15 years being with the store, then we could start by the requirement of the customers, how each state has requirements. So we slowly started to moving into different states, and this is what I started with.
Wow. So you went from 2 stores to 60 stores in the last 20 years.
Yes.
That's really commendable. So, like, you've grown up in Kerala and you've always been there. Did you ever think that your store and your brand are going to become so big? And today, Jos Alukkas is a household name and everyone knows about it, even within India. So, apart from South, you have a presence in Maharashtra and North or in the East?
See, the jewelry started in the year 1964 in Kerala with grandfather and 5 sons. And later these 5 brothers expanded it even to the Middle East, and my uncle was there in Middle East. And it was a town called Thrissur where we started this,
Right.
and our family was from Thrissur.
All the big jewelers are from
all big
Thrissur.
jewelers. So this is a cultural capital of Kerala, this
Yes.
Thrissur, and we have a lot of artisans
Right.
in Kerala who make lightweight jewelries in those days. So that was an advantage. So we could start, my dad also started with wholesale in the beginning, supplying the ornaments which is made in Thrissur to various parts in Kerala and Tamil Nadu. Slowly, from that experience, they started to come into retail. And if I say from 2000s only, we started to expand more into other states. So the expectations of the customers or the satisfied customers were coming as a repeated customers. So we could move more into different states, and we were the first one in Kerala to introduce this 916 jewelry,
Oh.
which was now become as per government standard BIS has implemented that 916, which was started in, if I'm not wrong, it is from 2001.
Wow.
And so we could give the maximum guarantee to the
Right.
customers. Whatever they buy, they can sell it anytime, they can exchange it at any time. So we were being giving our certification other than the BS from 2001. So these all made more customers to come to us. So slowly we started seeing more opportunities in different states with this quality control and with these technologies which
Right.
has been introduced. So that was a beginning stage, and as more and more customers were coming back to us, we thought of expanding. That is why we were in all these southern states. Presently, we are happy with the southern states,
state.
and my uncles and other brothers all have expanded into different parts of the world.
But you had a store in Pune as well.
Yes,
right?
we had one, but it is after COVID. But still, then our team was a team which can manage in the south.
Right.
So we thought of concentrating more
On the
in the south market. So we again added more stores in the south. We had only 1 year in Pune,
Right.
but we could not make that much of customer base in the Maharashtra. So we were happy to expand in the south.
Right. And like, can you share what are your upcoming plans with Jos Alukkas brand in terms of your global expansion or expansion across? Like, will we see your stores coming up in, in any other parts of India, or you're just presently wanting to focus on the south?
As of now, we are mainly concentrating on south markets. We have a 60 store. We have planned for 100 store from 2023 April, with starting from 40. We have come up to 60. Maybe we need to add 40 more stores to the number what we have planned 2 years back into 100. So as of now, we are planning the coming year, we are planning to add at least 8 to 10 stores in 2 tier, 3 tier towns in these particular states like Kerala, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Andhra.
Basically,
Already we are in pipeline with 8 to 10 stores, which has been already on the process. Then everyone knows this gold price is skyrocketing so much. So we will have to plan accordingly to get into the market.
So now the next big question is that with all this expansion plans, and you've recently tied up with the Natural Diamond Council as well, where I am seeing it headed is, are you also planning to come up with your own IPO?
If things are, when we are ready with IPO, you can say yes, but we are still on a process. So at least it may take 2 years. So once you want to get into IPO, or when you want to sell yourself, at least you have to be sure that you are ready to sell.
Right.
So that's a process we are. Right. So we have had 3-4 companies which has been consolidated into Jos Alukkas India Private Limited, and we have been achieved a turnover of more than 10,000 crores. So we are looking for the options for IPO, but still then we have investor to come and buy us. So, a lot of things to be done. So we are on a process. Maybe if all goes well, we can think of having it in 2027.
Wow, that's amazing. So now, since you have been running your own jewelry brand since past 20 years, and before that also 10 years, you've been in the family business. So from the past 20 years, since 2001, when you started your own brand, how have you seen the consumers of jewelry, whether it's gold jewelry and also diamond jewelry? How has the consumer evolved when it comes to jewelry? What would they want then, and what do they want now?
Like when I entered into the jewelry in those days, the gold price, it was only around 350, 400 rupees. So buying jewelry was affordable to all. In those days, we have different communities like Christian wedding, Hindu wedding, Muslim weddings, all used jewelries in those days, making more than 100 sovereigns and all that. So the things have changed, the gold price also have changed, the fashion also have changed, the digitalization has come into it. So people are more aware of most of the product designs and everything. So slowly, from earlier days, wearing big jewelries have come down, and these youngsters, they look into more design-centric product, lightweight jewelry. So when comparing with older days, the jewelry purchase have been totally changed. And even the inventory what we had in 10-15 years is not the same what we have. And the price is one other factor, and people are all looking to get an occasions what where to wear. So we have designed in such a way that we make at least 6 to 7 months in advance what to sell in this particular time. So we keep on, as we have a lot of vendors who supply us from pan-India, like whether it is north, south, east, west. So, and we have different locations where we look into the collections, what those requirements in those particular states. Maybe the same wood we may sell in Tamil Nadu will not be selling in Andhra or Karnataka. So more into south, when you say Kerala and Tamil Nadu, more yellow jewelry sells. But if you go into Andhra, Telangana, Karnataka, most studded jewelry sell. So even now, after some time, we feel that there are changes. So we have introduced 18 karat jewelry, a collection called IV brand of 18 karat in gold. And we have few brands in diamond jewelry where we only sell natural diamonds. So recently we have tied up with Natural Diamond Council to promote and educate our sales team plus the customers on what is a real natural diamonds, rather than there are a lot of other diamonds like lab grown which is coming into the market. So as of now, we are only selling natural. So we wanted to give more knowledge or more educated on how the rare diamonds are and what the rare diamonds. And we also give the buyback on what we sell, either in gold jewelry, diamond jewelry, silver jewelry, platinum jewelry. So we have all these type of jewelries to cater all the needs of all the customers. So ours is a brand where mass customers are looking into. So we do cater to all the requirements, and we are very confident that we can even expand into more states with more stores with the services what we provide to the customers.
Right. So compared to gold and diamond, what kind of a ratio is it that you see at your store? Like what is your ratio?
We can
like,
say
like
now it is diamonds are picking up. We can say around 75 to 25, like 75% of sales, 25 have been gone to. So from last year, if you look into, we have got 25% increase in our diamond jewelry sales. So when the gold prices are going up, so few customers are looking into another options where we have an option to either sell gold, diamond jewelry, precious jewelry, platinum jewelry, even silver jewelry sales have been picking up. So we cater all. We don't say you have to buy this or that, whatever. And but customers are looking into diamond jewelry.
Diamond jewelry as well. So if I'm buying something from Jos Alukkas, what kind of return policy do I get?
Like in gold jewelry, you can exchange your jewelry at any time without at the same price without reducing any weight. If you are selling for cash on a market cash rate, like when you say maybe 1% or 2%, you can get it cash anytime. Within a day, you can get in your account. And in diamond also, we give 100% for exchange. In cash, 10%. So this is a trust what we give to a customer. We cannot say that we do exchange or we do cash, but we do it for last, I think, for as of my knowledge, for last 25 years. Whatever we sell, we buy whatever we want to exchange, they can. So this is a trust what customer can have
Right.
rather than only giving an advertisement. We do exchange, we do
We do
100%. No, we really do it.
You know, okay. So, and in all of this, obviously, innovation and technology has played a huge part. So, what are the kind of measures you have taken at your
Like
brand level to
like
make sure
if I
that you
say
are
you,
in trend with?
we were the first to introduce the software systems. If I'm not wrong, we started from 1994, 95 because when we started our Middle East operations, there was a technology there. They used to do all this barcoding, costing, all this. It was not introduced in India. So from 2000s, the starting of 2000s, we could introduce all these technologies. That's how we could expand our stores. Earlier, all the owners were in the store.
Right.
So because in those days there was no proper building, no technology. So that all has changed. Once the technology has come, the barcoding has come, the counting was easier. So we could put our managers in the store. Earlier, the owner and the store was there. You only see your customer,
Right.
you are the cashier, you are the one who purchases, you are the one who sells. Everything is taken care by you. Because in those days, that was the only
Right.
option. But things have changed from 2000 where we could introduce the computer system, we could do the barcoding, we could do the costing, we could appoint each manager to take care of. Everything is under camera, all is recorded. The counting was proper, missing was less. So the way we started from there, I think from 94, 95, we started to move out. In those days, the jewelers were only in a particular town because they could not have the facilities to add more stores in those days. So the technology has taken a bigger leap in those days, and now this. There are a lot of softwares where we can get to know all the things what is happening in purchase, sales, finance, and all that. So technology has you need to have a proper team plus your technology. So there are two T's where you can say the team is important and the technology is important. So we also are implementing and updating software systems. And when you come into marketing, there are a lot of marketing from social media. AI technology has taken. I was attending a conference in Designers of India. So they say that AI technology has come in more. So there are a lot of designs, a lot of marketing activities are happening in AI plus in social media. So there are a lot of changes, not only in marketing, even in the buying and selling, the inventory management, a very important place where you can see what things have been sold, what is not sold, how far it is sold. So you should take care of inventory the way the systems say it. All will say you in a data. So this data is very important nowadays. Earlier days we don't have, and from 2017 when the GST has come and the demonetization has done, more have been into organized. Earlier when we say only 10-15% were organized, now as you see the jewelry industry, I think more than 50 to 60% have been. So it is easier for any jewelers to start jewelry from Kanyakumari to Kashmir. You can get registered. I think there are jewelers who have more than 200, 300, 400 jewelry pan-India. So starting jewelry has been very simplified.
Right. And so with all of this and so much competition around, obviously you have South, there are a lot of bigger jewelers also. And I'm seeing that the South market, there's a lot of lab-grown stores coming up now. What are your thoughts on that? Because South has always used, the best quality diamonds. You're always using VVS, EF. And I think for that market, naturally to move into a lab grown, which is a cheaper option at the same quality, what are your thoughts on that?
As of now, we are going only with natural diamonds. So there are some enquiry or some say about this natural other than this lab grown.
Right.
So lab grown has not been done by any corporate jewelers as of my understanding. But there are single stores, standalone stores which has come up stating main is the pointers what they sell other than the normal diamond jewelry, and which is 10-15% only the cost of that.
Right.
But our customers who will not only buy for a style statement, they always think the value of everything what they buy, like gold jewelry, diamond, silver, platinum. So if you look into last 25 years, the gold price, as I said, from 400 has come to 8,000. Maybe diamond from 10-15,000 carat has come to 55,000. And silver was 10-12 rupees, which has come to 100 rupees. So the customer thinking as whenever they buy, it gives some return value in longer days. So when we say about this lab grown, as of now, the lab grown prices have fallen somehow, but we cannot still say what will be the price in 10, 15 years. So as of now, we have not think of planning into coming into lab grown, but if things happen in 1 or 2 years, it depends on the market and the requirement or the customer requirement, anything we can look into. The options are open. But there is a lot of say that a lot of single stores, even I find 2-3 stores are coming up in our local town and in South. But customers are now still in South are looking for the natural with gives a investment cost and which they think the value will go up and where they can get the return when they sell over exchange.
Right. So now since you're saying that the diamond prices have gone up in the last couple of years, so if I have bought a jewelry from you, say 10 years ago, and I come to exchange it or return it, so do you give the value of when I bought the diamonds or you give me the current value?
You can exchange with the same caratage of diamond jewelry. There is no less. Whatever we have been sold.
With the current value?
Current value.
Oh. So you give them the current value that you
current value means you can exchange with the same caratage. You buy 10 carat, you can buy new or
10 carat, even with the price difference.
Like gold, we buy in the same value. You can exchange same. You can exchange for the diamond jewelry. So it is like everyone may not be selling the same diamond jewelry, same quality. It is only the one who sells know what is being sold. So other than gold jewelry, I don't know, none of the jewelers buy diamond jewelry from each other because there are a lot of different quality. So diamond is the one what you sell, only the one who sells know what he sells. It is not, you cannot see like in the lab or anything like that.
Yes. But now, has the South market evolved in that sense? Like earlier, we know that South used to only do VVS, EF. Has the diamond qualities changed in the South? Like from earlier to now?
VVS, EF, still people are going with that, but there are a little more changes have come to VSGH qualities because when you go as into different states, there may be 2 qualities, VVS, VVS, EF and VSGH. Whatever it is being certified and the prices is given. Every small jewelry or small studded, you may not get in those stones and it availability stones. But as of now, we are going with one standard of VVS, AF, then some customer who has a customer requirement, we can make it in any requirement, which will be given the bill and certification on what we sell.
Yeah, and you do a third-party certification? You have a third-party diamond certification with
we have our own quality check. What we do is we have a certification from the lab. Third-party certification is there. We have a quality check. So there are 3 processes we do because whatever we sell, we buy in the same way. So we'll have to be very sure what we sell only when we can buy it back. So we have a 3-step where we do internal quality check. There is a external quality check. Then there is a certification.
Right. So now some personal questions. So between you 3 brothers, I know that you have a twin brother.
Yes.
Right? And between you 3 brothers, what are your roles like? What are your responsibilities like? What do you take care of?
Yeah, I have a twin brother who is Paul and my younger brother is John. So we almost all are in same age. So once we have become, the branches have become more. So for last 2-3 years, we have a process. We have made it such a way that each one take some care of some department. So I am assigned with finance and supply chain. My brother Paul take care of sales and HR. John take care of marketing and store expansion. So my dad also still there. He is almost 82, but he still comes and goes.
He comes to office every day.
So we do have board meetings every month. So his presence is always with us. And he was the one who was started from those days. So he will also give us his advice how things have to be. But things have changed from earlier days.
Right. And what about your kids? Like, are they also planning to come into the business?
No,
and how is that working?
Yeah, so I have 4 kids. So my elder one, Archa, who was an architect, got married to a Reddy boy, where they were classmates in Good Shepherd School in OT. So she is in architecture at American University of Sharjah. Then they met each other, so they want to live each other. So last August they got married. So the son-in-law is called Sahit. He is from DSR family, the builders in Hyderabad. His granddad is DSR, so he is also into their business. Archer is doing some designing and all that. So the second one, she is in doing law. So she is doing BLLB at Symbiosis in Pune.
Wow.
And she is 4th year. And I have another girl who was in 10th, and I have my son, Junior Jos Alukkas, who was in 7th. So 4 of us. So they have not thought of coming, but they all are studying.
Yes. Okay. All right. So now with that, we'll just directly jump into our rapid fire round. I'm going to ask you some quick questions.
Yeah.
And you have 5 seconds to think of the answer.
Very good.
Okay. So who is more competitive, you or your twin brother?
Both.
Both. If Jos Alukkas were a movie, what would the title be?
Gold by Jos Alukkas.
Wow. One celebrity you'd like to see wearing Jos Alukkas jewelry?
Deepika Padukone.
Oh, nice. Nobody's given that answer. What's harder, working with your family or running a global brand?
If I say working with the family.
Okay. If you weren't into the jewelry business, what you will be doing?
I love to be into a hospitality industry.
Oh, really? So you have a...
Yeah, we have started a hotel with the
Hotel?
name of Park Inn and Suites by Radisson.
Oh, wow.
The first one in India.
Wow, lovely. If Kerala were a jewelry design, what would it look like?
So we have a lot of artisans in Kerala who does traditional jewelry. So this is a place where lightweight jewelries have been started from the very 30 years back. That is what I was told.
Okay. If you had to describe Jos Alukkas in one word, what would that be?
A treasured jewelry with what we say, what we does is what we say.
Okay. What's the biggest jewelry trend that you see dominating the next decade?
It's like youngsters who look into the lightweight and price point.
Price point jewelry. Okay. Gold or diamonds, if you had to pick one for life?
Diamonds.
Diamonds. Okay. What's one jewelry myth that you wish people would stop believing?
As we were telling about this gold price, diamond price precious, so we don't know in future how the prices of, like other than gold, we don't know diamonds or lab grown. These are the money. So lab grown, when we say it is cheaper, we don't know how long the cheaper
It's
will
going to
stay.
last. Okay. What's your go-to leadership mantra in one word?
It's like empowering
Your
our
team.
team members.
Lovely. If you could give one golden business tip to the new young jewelers in India, what would it be?
Before getting into the jewelry business, you should understand the business. How is buying, selling, what is the cost, what is the risk.
Right. What's a common mistake that new jewelry business owners make?
Everybody thinks jewelry business is very profitable. Once you start the jewelry, next day you can make it profit. No, it is a long process.
Right.
Everybody who have legacy for last 40, 50 years
Right.
are now doing better, but don't think that one day profitability and you can become very big in very short time.
So that is also a myth, I think. It answers both questions. If you had to start Jos Alukkas today, would you do it differently?
Maybe something different means some, the modern way of putting up the store.
Right.
The designs, trendy and the modern designs. That is what I look into.
One thing luxury jewelry brands should learn from the street vendors.
How to manage the stock or the timing or how they do things very fast.
Yes.
So you have to learn how such a small space they sell it, buy it, repeat.
Right.
So these things we have to learn from them.
And bargain.
Yes, maybe.
What's your guilty pleasure purchase other than jewelry?
I did like to do something in interior designs. So some commercial buildings I have done. So all these things I do when it gets time.
You also have a boat, right?
Yes, I have a boat and bike, which I have some time to get refreshed.
Right. If Jos Alukkas were a movie slogan, what would it be?
Edamone in Malayalam, you say, Edamone, why not you start a jewelry like Jos Alukkas?
Okay. If one business lesson your parents taught you that you still swear by?
Like when you are into business or anything, the financial discipline, you have to take care of this. Don't be overspending or don't be like where you cannot live in such a way that your financial discipline is very important.
Very important. That's a really, really good advice. Business expansion or business innovation?
If I say both, because we do have expansion, we do have innovation. So we have to take care of both.
Okay. If you had to make a jewelry themed movie, what would you name it?
Gold by Jos Alukkas.
Again?
Again.
The same thing. Okay, I'm going to ask you one last question.
Okay.
Whenever you see a woman, what is the first thing that you notice about her?
Whether she is wearing what type of jewelry, diamond jewelry or gold jewelry.
Really?
Really.
Okay, I think you've done well, and with this we've come to an end. Okay, so now since you've done extremely well on the rapid fire round, here is the Behind the Bling hamper for you.
Thank you.
You want me to keep it down
Yeah.
for you? Okay. So, Mr. Varghese, thank you so much for coming on the show. And if you could give us like some views, some opinion of what do you think of this whole new format of Behind the Bling and this podcast that we're doing for the jewelry industry, and also some advice that you would like to give our viewers.
Yeah, this is very interesting, and I've seen a few of others in the industry speaking about. So the industry will understand how each jewelers or each one does the way how they are managing their business. So it's a wonderful podcast which I was invited, and I'm thanking Luni for inviting me, and this has been very good experience. Thank you.
Thank you so much for being on the show. It was a pleasure having you.
Nice.
Thank you so
you.
much for
Thank
making time for this.